I'm Craig Smith. I'm a non-traditional student at Indiana Wesleyan, double majoring in athletic training and pre-physical therapy. After high school, I went to college, and I really didn't want to do it because I didn't know what was going on basically with myself. I was trying to find myself essentially, and I felt like it was still in high school. My wife now, but girlfriend then, was going to the same college, and just felt like there was no difference at all. So when I told them that I was quitting college and I'd already done it, my dad told me, he said that he did not want me to end up like him. What he meant by that was, you know, he quit college, he got this job with the city, and he had to work his way all the way through to get to the position he was at. And it took him working, 80 to 100 hours a week sometimes to do that, to get, what we had. Plus, he knew what I wanted to do, and, eventually with my career, which was physical therapy. And he knew how passionate I was about it. So I was in third grade, get home from school, and my dad was supposed to be home at a certain time. Usually got home around 4 or 4:30, something like that. And I look outside, and there's this big plume of black smoke in the air, like 2.5, 3 miles away from the house. And I got like this knot in my stomach. It was just really weird. All of a sudden, my bus driver is knocking on the door, and she saw that my dad was in an accident. And I was standing there, and I still can remember it as clear as it was yesterday. She had no idea how he was. All she knows is there was a ton of ambulances around, the truck was on fire, and that we needed to go as soon as possible. And that was the first time that I was ever, scared about losing my dad. I mean, that was, I can't really describe the emotions I had, And, it was rough. It really was. To me, all my life, my dad was my Superman. I thought nothing affected this guy, And to have that perspective and then to see him at the low point that he was, it was just really weird for me. But once I saw that he started healing up a little bit, I was asking questions. I asked him, okay, what's going on? Like, how are you doing this? What's, who's helping you out? This, that, and the other. And he told me about physical therapy, and that's what he had to do, because he had to have, a wrist surgery and, mobilization stuff with his neck and his shoulder, because, there was so many things wrong with him. And that just got me interested in doing physical therapy, because I saw how he was healed through that process. Beth and I got married. 2 years later, we had a kid. I thought I wanted to work at the wastewater plant when my dad did, and felt like that's what I was supposed to do, try to work my way up like he did. Every day I went into work, I could hear him telling me, I don't want you to end up like me. And that's really when me going back to school started to enter my mind, and I started to process that a lot. I started looking into coming to IWU, and it just hit me all of a sudden. Like I literally felt God, pulling me here and telling me that I needed to be here. For me to be able to help heal somebody's dad, because that's their Superman, just rocks my world, and that's just totally awesome to me. And I probably could have done this 14, 15 years ago, but I wouldn't be the person I am now. It took me going through all the struggles and all of the difficulties that we've had to actually appreciate the fact that I do have a purpose, and God has instilled it in me what He wants me to do, and it just took me this long to figure out what it is. I'm Craig Smith, and I am second.